Well, this is certainly a familiar sight. Hey everybody, I'm Gear to you, and welcome to the grand finale of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Throughout this Let's Play, we've been exploring the many books within our adventure, with Captain Toad rescuing Toadette, and then Toadette doing the same thing for him, and then the two of them working together to bring down Wingo to get their treasure. And in the past couple episodes, we've been getting chased by mummies, rescuing the Toad Brigade, and exploring the Sprixie Kingdom. And today's video will be the very end of this Let's Play. This is the very last episode of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. We'll be exploring the prologue of levels, and then the very last level in the game. So this is it. After this level, we've completed this game 100%. So it's super amazing and exciting and stuff. Now, we're going to bring in our co-commentators in a couple minutes after we're done with the prologue of levels, so I have a chance to explain a couple things real quick. First of all, the prologue levels that we're going to be going through here are exactly the same as the ones you've encountered earlier in the game, with the exception of you now having secret objectives. You now have to find golden mushrooms. They're not that hard to find because these prologue levels are very small and compact, so you shouldn't have that much of a problem with it. And after I say that, I have a confession to make. The recording session for trying to record the prologue levels was around 11 minutes or so. Like, the final video ended up being like 4 minutes long, but it took me like 11 minutes to find them all. Yay! That's the exact amount of time that I would have been able to upload this video if it was like 2010 or something like that, because, you know, 11 minute limits suck. Except I never ever had to deal with the 11-minute limits because I only really had to deal with 15-minute limits before I had the ability to upload videos however long I want. I'm the best at explaining things, aren't I? But anyway, there's a couple things that I'd really like to talk about before we bring in our co-commentators, like I said a moment ago. And the primary thing is pretty much like the biggest reason why Captain Toad Treasure Tracker ended up becoming one of my favorite Let's Plays I've done on this channel. Now, for a pretty long time now, I've had a couple other co-commentators with me. Like Goombas Gaming started co-commentating with me during the Super High Galaxy 2 Great Star levels. And it was really fun having another Let's Player co-commentate during videos. But over the course of this Let's Play, the James Rolls started appearing on my channel as well. And that was actually kind of a big moment for my channel because the James Rose, his Let's Play of Limbo, alongside Super Skarmory's Let's Play of Super Mario 3D Land, was actually one of the biggest reasons why I got into Let's Playing in the first place. So it's kind of a big moment to have the James Rose and Goombas Gaming on this channel. So that's kind of a big reason why I'm going to look at this Let's Play as one of my best, because first of all, this is a really fun game. I love Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and I'm probably going to end up playing through it again many times after I'm done with this Let's Play forever. But having some other YouTubers on this channel was kind of a big moment for me, like I said before. But also because I want to have more people co-commentate with me on my channel. That was one of my big goals this year, and I really believe that this Let's Play played a big role in helping me achieve that goal with having other YouTubers co-commentate during this Let's Play, and like starting collaborations like Mario Party 2 or We Party U or things like that. So, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is always going to remain one of my favorite Let's Plays I've ever done on this channel. And now that I'm done guessing over this game and my memories of recording this Let's Play, let's bring in our co-commentators after we get into the next prologue level. So with further ado, I'll see you guys in a second. And now we're starting the very last level in Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Mummy Me Maze Forever. And this level feels like it takes forever to complete. We'll get more to that later, but as right now, we have some co-commentators joining us right now, so I'm going to give them a chance to explain what they do on their channel.
Well, I'm Goombas Gaming. I do Let's Plays on my channel, which I'm doing a Let's Play of Sly 3 on Among Thieves, as well as my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. And that's pretty much what I do, pretty much Let's Plays.
And my name is the James Rolls. I also do Let's Plays. Gee, who would have thought? But yeah, I've done a variety of games. I've done Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, and just recently I've been doing Splatoon. So that's really it for me.
Yay, Let's Plays
just-
everywhere!
Yeah, we're just rolling with Let's Plays.
If-
Especially the
They
James.
see me rolling, they playing these video games on YouTube. Oh no. Anyway,
See you, Gator.
this is Mummy Me Maze Forever. How you unlock this is you have to collect every super gem in the entire game, and then you can like use it to like unlock the final level. That's kind of the whole point of this. This level is basically built to see like how far you can go into this level without losing your sanity. I lost my sanity in like 2 minutes because this level is kind of stupid.
I can vouch for every statement about how stupid this level is. I can vouch for all of them.
I haven't even gotten started about
Too
how much I hate this
bad.
level, but we'll get more into that when we get into the more difficult parts. But as for right now, I'm going to be talking about strategies. Now, my strategies are a bit different than the James Rolls from his videos, but I'm going to let him explain first because some of his tips from his videos were pretty useful. So take it away.
Alright, so the main thing that I would suggest when it comes to the Mummy Me Maze is that you see all of these coins, especially with the secret objective that he'll probably have to explain once I get done with this.
5,000 coins.
Yes, or he could just interrupt me rude. But anyway, basically the Mummy Me Maze, there are coins throughout all of these levels. There are 50 in total. I recommend not going after every coin you see. Maybe on the first 10 levels or so, you can go after every coin. You just got to be careful, obviously, with the enemy placements. And by the way, they are randomly generated, these maps, every time you do this level, so just keep that in mind. But also a tip is that as much as possible, you want to stun the enemies by using either the stylus or your finger while you're going through the maze on the enemies to stun them. For example, these piranha plants that you currently see, you can stun them if you go on the gamepad. And in tight situations, really, if you're trapped in a corner with a piranha plant and the Mummy Me, it could be really useful. And it's going to be a lot useful later on in the later levels, because things are going to get ridiculous about every 10 levels or so.
And that is an understatement to say it gets ridiculous.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Understatement. Gets crazy.
Yeah. My favorite strategy for this level is to collect as many coins as you can on the first 10 floors, because after that you should have around 2,000 or so, and the main objective is to collect 5,000. So if you collect all the ones that you can in the first 10 floors, then you can get the secret objective by just playing the level normally, and like skipping over coins. Obviously you still have to get coins, but the main point I'm saying is that you can get the secret objective normally by playing the rest of the level, so you don't have to stress about it too much. I will say though, get used to seeing the layout for the first couple of floors, because if you're like me and you spent literally 3 weeks trying to record this one stupid level, this level's gonna get really repetitious very fast. In fact,
Yeah, it sucks that took that long.
in fact, do you want to know how long it took me to beat this level?
How long?
I didn't keep all the Bluebar files because it just took up too much space on my hard drive. But I calculated it all up. All the footage for the field recordings, the file size and the video length was around twice as long as the actual Let's Play itself.
Wow.
I suck at this
So
level.
it took longer to record than the perfect one.
Yeah, the perfect run this level makes the perfect run look like a cakewalk.
Really?
Yeah, because at least with that level, nothing really changes. Like, you can muscle memory that area, but this one, even though the enemies themselves will stay the same for certain floors, the layout is never the same. Well, I guess it can be if you play long enough, but the layout will change whenever you play this level, so you can't really muscle memory this area. And on top of that, these enemies can get really, really hard to see because of the way the bricks are laid out.
So it just takes a while, I guess.
Yeah.
And to make sure to get the correct. I bet part of the reason why you took so long to be and stuff, probably had to get the correct amount of coins.
Yeah.
That's probably. I mean, that's just pretty much the hard part, really. Just to collect like 5,000 coins.
But like I said earlier, if you collect everyone that you can see on the first 10 floors, then you don't really have to stress too much about the rest of them.
Yeah,
Although-
because at the very last level, spoiler alert, there's like 1,800 coins like for free that you can get. So realistically, all you really need to get is like 3,200. So pretty much around that
you almost
ballpark before you reach the final level.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing about this too is you mentioned, you can be kind of blindsided with enemy locations and stuff. That's the thing. For most cases, you should be running throughout the maze, so you have to hold down the run button. Then you have to use the one thumbstick to actually move a direction. Then you have to use the other thumbstick if you're playing without motion controls to control the camera, or otherwise it's kind of a pain to probably do motion controls while still holding down the buttons. It's just very tedious how you have to play this level. And then if you do stun enemies with a finger or the stylus, then you have to do that on top of it. So yeah, this level really takes the cake compared to the perfect run in Mario Galaxy. This is probably the new hardest Mario final level there will ever be. Of course, they'll probably end up topping it someday, maybe in the next 3D Mario adventure for the NX, who knows? But yeah, this is very difficult. Do not
even
take
look that
this level
hard.
lightly.
I mean, it doesn't even look that hard as difficult-wise. Just they had to collect all the coins.
Oh, yeah, you don't even know the half of it. Just wait until he gets to, like, the 25th floor and onward.
Yeah, you just wait and see. This level gets really brutal. Like, looking at it yourself, it doesn't look that hard. Like when I saw the James Rolls Let's Play this game, and I saw this video, I was all like, this looks easy. I probably won't have that much trouble when I Let's Play this game. I could not be any more wrong.
Yeah, also, RNG is a big factor. Like, if you get the right map layout locations and everything to work in your favor, then more power to you, because this is probably, like I said, it's probably going to be the most difficult thing you do. And right here, as you see now, there are 2 Mummy-Me's on the screen that you need to deal with. And as you see, he just got hit. Plus stunning the Goombas now that are on this level instead of Piranha Plants. It's gonna be a lot harder from this point forward. Just trust me.
Okay. Still doesn't look as hard as the perfect one, though.
The nice thing about this level, though, is that there isn't that much of a penalty for walking, because the Mummy-Me's will move the same speed you do, so you can walk and they would walk too. So no matter what, they're gonna be the same distance away from you, no matter what. Even if you're running, you can get a little further away from them if you like tug the wall, but like if you need to stop an enemy, then there's no problem with you walking. Although you want to be careful if you're trying to backtrack, especially as more Mummy-Me's try to follow you and try to rip off your face.
Yep.
Okay. Maze.
And let me say, no game ever has ever made me scream, "Goombas, I hate you!" more times than Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Wow.
And that's not even the half of it. You think Goombas are tough? I'm sure at this point, while you were doing your grand trial of recording all of this, that it is a lot different than just watching it. I remember watching a video of it before I played the level, and I also thought it was going to be easy, but oh no, I was very wrong, very, very wrong. And you said it took you 3 weeks to do this. It took me 3 days. And every time I played this, I got closer and closer. One time, though, during my adventures, I did worse during one time than the previous one, but still, it's just a matter of getting used to everything with this level, because it's very very,
yeah.
very, very,
Yeah.
very, very straining on your mental health as time goes
I
on.
mean, now it looks like it's getting actually a little challenging a little bit with that wizard.
With Kamek, yes.
Yeah.
Kamek can actually be pretty useful against those charging chucks, because if you like freeze them in place, then the Kamek can finish them off with the magical ball of destiny. And, a few things that are kind of funny, worth pointing out about this level was that I know I would have beaten this a lot sooner had I remembered that you can actually freeze enemies using the touchscreen, because I kind of forgot about that entirely. So after I remembered you could do that, this level was a lot easier for me. And one time when I died and had to reset the level, because there are no checkpoints in this level. If you die, you have to start all the way at the very beginning of the level. So, one time when I died, it spawned a super mushroom right next to me. So that was like the game telling me, you suck at this, here's an additional health for the first level.
Yeah, and as you see now, sorry to interrupt you, but now after the 15th floor, now there are boos that you need to deal with. Obviously, having the headlamp on would be good for certain situations, but also I actually didn't know the touchscreen worked with them as well, so that's also something you could do.
Yeah. You'll see in the description below in the final video, all the enemies that could spawn on the floors. Like, floors 1 through 4 have piranha plants, 6 through 9 have piranha sprouts, and so on and so on.
Wait, how many?
There are 50 levels.
50 levels?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of levels.
Technically 49 because the 50th is a freebie type level, but yeah.
Yeah, there are a couple of rest floors they can really save your sanity. So, you might see a jump cut later in the video of, I edited it out, but I paused the game for a moment so I can, like, rest my brain, because, like, I was at the point, because it was like one of those moments where I, like, saw the light at the end of the tunnel, because I've been recording for so long, and I was at the final rest point. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break so I can rest my brain, and, like, go get a glass of water or something.
Oh, that was me also, when I got to, like, the mid-30s and even early 40s, even after I just took a break, the pre-1 level, I paused the game for like 3 levels straight just to retain my composure, because, yeah, it's, later on, it's, you think it's starting to get tough now, but, oh, yeah, that's all I can really say, because the pain I experienced doing this, and I'm glad I never have to go through it again, except watching your pain right now, even though it's not really your pain right now. Still, it's, I'm getting a little bit of war flashbacks here now.
If you die, do you start from level 4-1 again?
Yeah, level 1 you
there are no
start
checkpoints at all in this
completely
level.
Oh, that sucks.
Another reason why
It's like
I prefer the final level of Mario Galaxy 2, I think it's Grandmaster. Yeah, the Grandmaster Galaxy. Because I think that one had checkpoints. This one does not.
Well, not the perfect one doesn't.
Yeah, Perfect Run doesn't, but the first
one.
one, the Grandmaster, does.
Yeah, the first one to it, which you, of course, in the perfect one, you can't even get hit at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's really hard. Why you actually can get hit here.
Yeah, but the reason I like Perfect Run is because it's easier to muscle memory that one.
Well, I mean, it's still really hard though.
Yeah.
As you see right
I mean,
now,
it takes more.
Go ahead, sorry.
It takes me multiple hours just to beat that one level.
Yeah, usually the last levels in Mario games are pretty straining on oneself.
Yeah.
And then Super Mario Maker came out, and everybody has to make super difficult levels.
Yep, like the underwater death
No!
challenge.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great. And maybe it'd be awesome if there's an option to have like partly watered and partly non-water.
Yeah.
section, that'd be
Well,
cool.
you kind of can do that. You can have a pipe they can take, and you can set up a pipe in that game and have Mario go through it, and then have the background be different themes.
Yes.
Let me just say, these Fire Piranha Plants were probably one of the things that caused me the most deaths throughout this level, because like I said, I had forgotten that you can use touchscreen to freeze them, so their fireballs are really jerkus. They're not nice at all.
Oh yeah, they can snipe you from a long ways away, and you just sit there and stir with frustration with those. And it should be mentioned that now there are 3 Mummy Me's on the screen. Usually they ramp it up by 1 every after every 10 levels.
Yeah.
Nice. It's interesting how this is the final level you said, what?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
there
final,
are... After this, you unlock the ability to play
Yeah,
the
so-
Coin Galore levels anytime you want. But this is really the final level in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you see also...
Still interesting, though.
Sorry to interrupt again. As you
That's
see
the
also...
theme for this level. Video thing.
As you see also, there's a lot of Chargin chucks now also being added each of those levels that you encounter them. So not only is the Mummy Me count increasing, but also the Chargin chucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep your headlamp off when you're going through levels that have the side guys in them, because the side guys can see you easier if you have your headlamp turned on.
Yeah, you don't want your headlamp on in these Shy Guy levels. That will dearly cost you, and plus, also, yes, stunning is your friend.
Yep.
Imagine how much harder it would be if you can't even get hit at all.
I would probably hate
And you would
Nintendo for
die.
the rest of my life.
I would have
It
never
would probably
finished
be
this
the-
level myself if you couldn't get hit at all.
Yeah. That's what's the hard thing about the perfect one. They can't even get hit. So, what they would do if they can't get hit at all? That'd be really hard.
Yeah. Although, even though I've said that I don't really like this level that much, I still really do enjoy Captain Toad Treasure Tracker as a whole. It's pretty much the same how I feel about the Perfect Run in Mario Galaxy 2, where I didn't really care that much for the Grandmaster Galaxy, but the Mario Galaxy 2 is still my favorite out of the 3D Mario games.
Yeah, I know. Galaxy 2 is so good. I kind of want like another 3D Mario game, like Galaxy or Sunshine or 64.
Yeah.
Because the 3D world and all that, it feels like the 2D Mario games, but in 3D really.
3D Land was fun, but I thought 3D World, I like that game, but I hope it's kind of like a one-time thing for that kind of style for home console.
Yeah. I kind of want it more, like I said, kind of want more like Sunshine of the Galaxy being like that instead, like, because it kind of felt, all those, like 3D Land and 3D World all felt like, the 2D Mario games, but in 3D really. And I prefer the Sunshine and Galaxy and all that, like that type of Mario style.
Back to the game real quick. There's a fun story I'd like to tell about this level.
Okay.
I thought that the rest areas were every 10 floors when I started this level, so the first time I got to the 30th floor, I didn't realize it was a floor where the charging chucks would go after you. So I put my gamepad down to go get a glass of water. I didn't pause my game, and when I walked into my kitchen, I heard Toad, the death animation, and I was like, wait, what? And I raced back over there, and I saw that I had to go inside and reset the entire level.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, for the last rest area, they changed it up to be 35th instead of 30th, just so they could also ramp it up for the end game to have it be 36 through 50, where you don't have a break in between those also. So, yeah, it was very dickish of them to do that.
I mean, they do it. I mean, they did it to trick you.
Yeah. It worked on me.
Tricked you. It tricked you. Yeah, it worked on you. I guess they just had to pay more close attention.
Yeah. And like I also said, the ways that the bricks are laid out, like how they're too unstacked of each other, This can make it pretty difficult to see where the enemies are, especially for the bowl of bills, because you kind of have to have the gamepad camera at just the right angle where you can see where the enemies are going, but you can also see the exits for this area. And those aren't the bricks that you can destroy using the touchscreen either, so they can only be destroyed by charging chucks, bullet bills, and the super pickaxe.
Okay.
I was glad you actually showed off the posters being able to give coins, because if you didn't have that, I was gonna mention it like right away as soon as I got the chance. Even in the first 2 rest areas, there's 1 and 2 posters for those ones respectively.
Yep. I just like tapping the posters because they're just really fun. And I'm weird like that.
Okay.
Also, as you see, it's very easy to get the 5,000 coin goal before the 50th level if you go ahead and
I see that.
them.
That would suck if like someone did that and had like 1,999.
I was kind of hoping that it happened to me at some point because that'd be a hilarious blooper to keep in the video. Now, I still have a hilarious blooper that would be in the final video. It's not on the video that you guys are watching while we're recording this, but in the final one that's going to be uploaded, there's going to be a blooper I'm going to be showing off where I died and I was like 7 floors away from the end.
I still don't see how this is harder than the perfect one in any way.
Again, it's one of those things where you had to play it for yourself to get the real difficulty of it.
But still, it doesn't even look. I mean, I understand that, but just really. I mean, I think just that because I guess just the type of. I mean, if it was a Mario game, it would be probably really easy. Like if it's like Mario, I mean. It would be probably a lot easier because he actually can jump and everything.
The thing is about this level is that playing it for yourself is more stressful than watching because when you're watching you can see, you can tell what mistakes you made better when you're watching the footage. But when you're playing it for yourself, you feel the stress of the enemies coming closer because the mummy me's are always following you everywhere. You have to keep an eye on the enemies, you have to keep on running, make sure your headlamp is turned off at the right times, have the camera angle at just the right angle where you can see the enemies but also see the openings where you can walk, make sure you're collecting enough coins. There's a lot of stuff to take into consideration when playing this level that you don't really get the same sense as when you're watching it. Like, I know exactly what you're feeling, Goombas gaming. I felt exactly the same way before I played this myself, but after I played it, I was like, this level is really difficult.
I mean, I see how it could be a little challenging, but it doesn't even look close of how difficult to the perfect one.
Yeah.
Also, this last enemy placement thing is a jerk with booze and Fire Piranha Plants. Just putting that out there.
Yep.
Yep.
Let it be known that booze and Fire Piranha Plants don't go together and should never be a thing again.
Yeah, please never do this again, please.
Fire plants and piranha. Imagine
while I was recording this part, I was yelling at my TV saying, "Sanctuary, please give me Sanctuary!"
Imagine they made a boomerang piranha plant.
I don't like you now forever bringing that up. And now, we're at the very end of the level. As James Ross said a moment ago, you get like 1,000 or so coins because you get like a bunch of golden mushrooms. So if you didn't get 5,000, don't stress too much because if you're around 4,000 or so, then you should still get the secret objective right here.
Okay.
But that's basically it. That's the last level in Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker.
Imagine if there was a timer on this level.
That would be pure chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, a timer with you can't get hit at all.
How dare you?
That'd be really hard.
So, any final thoughts on this level or this game in general before we wrap things up?
Well, it'll be interesting if somehow I played it like one day and I beat this level my first try.
Nothing against you, but I doubt that would happen because it's.
Yeah, I doubt that. I doubt that either. But you never know, though.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, you're a very fun game, but sometimes you can get a little bit in my brain
Be a
and
dick.
make me feel lots of pain.
Pain.
Agony,
Pain.
far more painful than yours.
Pain.
Alright, so with that, this Let's Play is now completely done. We got all the Super Gems, all the Pixel Toads. As you can see on the clip that I'm going to be displaying in the final video right now, you can't have the Pixel Toad activate when the bonus book is up. There are a few other things worth pointing out. A few other small details, like if you stay on the title screen for long enough, then some optical illusions can appear, like a fire flower turning into a star, or just things like that. But that is it for Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. So, thank you guys so much for watching this Let's Play. I've been Lady Gear to you, and they are
Green Cobras Gaming.
And the James rolls.
So see you guys next time.
It's his Let's Play. Let him do the outro.
So thank you guys. Wow, I'm out. And I will see you next time.
Wow.
That was great. Goodbye.